welcome to Lilybug's Library. My name is Linda, or welcome back if you've been here before. So I'm in a different spot today. I'm in my office slash spare room. So I apologize if the light is a little bit wonky, but the chair is very comfortable. So that'll help a bit today because I have a procedure coming up, so I had to stop a lot of my meds, and yeah, pain is pretty high today. So we're just gonna ignore that and keep going. So I want to talk to you about the three books that I just finished. So one that I had read for B from Mama Needs to Read Romance. She was doing a pirate, I think it's a pirate read along. I think that's what she called it. I'm not sure. But I think it's tonight, actually. So I've been working on that. And I'm not sure if she's the one that started it or if someone else started it. Anyway, you can look at her channel. I'm sure it'll tell you everything. But I did get one pirate book read. So it was called A Pirate at Pembroke. And it was about the Crestwood family. So there was this gentleman who comes back to Pembroke and takes over the estate because his father, who had owned it, he has passed away, and so the estate went to him. And his next door neighbors are the Crestwoods. So Sophie Crestwood is, she's getting up there in years. She's about 20 and she's not married yet. So back then that was a big thing. So she is, she's already had her season, and she's, now they're kind of scrambling to see if they can find someone that she can marry. But she really wants to marry for love. She doesn't want to marry just because. So when the gentleman from Pembroke arrives, his name is Captain Murdoch, that was it. So he arrives from the Indies, and he has been on a ship. And so rumor starts out around town that he's actually a pirate, and that's how he got his money. And his leg is injured, so it's just pirate stories galore. But nobody, and he's a little bit cranky, probably pain that, certainly helps to make you cranky. And he's lost someone, and he's not very sociable and not very friendly right now. So it just makes it so there's more and more rumors. So as Sophie gets to know him, she finds out um, some of what's been said about him isn't true, and once you get to know him, he's actually a very different person. So it's basically all about her going through her time to try and find a husband, and at the same time, she's getting to know her neighbor and starting to find out different things about him. So anyway, it was really good. It was way better than I was expecting. So I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I was, like I said, I wasn't really expecting much, I guess, but it was excellent. It was a really good book. The characters were well thought out. All of the things that make kind of a Regency style romance were there, and really enjoyed it. So that was that one. And then I did an arc from NetGalley, and this one was called The Sirens of Soleil City. So this one was about these elderly ladies in South Florida, and they live in um, kind of a seniors apartment complex, I guess. But it's kind of run down. The owner's not putting a lot of effort into it, and now he's talking about selling it. But the one thing that's really good there is the pool. So the seniors start thinking, they need to do something. They really like each other. They don't want to have to move, and they need help because they don't have the money to convince him that he doesn't want to sell it. So one of them calls her daughter. So the woman's name is Dale, and she calls her daughter Sherry. And I'm not sure if, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was her that called the daughter. So the daughter decides to come and try to help out. So she's very much a fixer. She thinks she can fix everything. And the relationship with her mother is complicated. So Dale is her biological mother, but apparently, as she was maybe 4 or 5, I'm not even sure if she was that old, um, her father ended up taking her along with her her, I'm not saying this well today. All right, rewind that. All right, let me start again. So Dale is her mother. Her stepmother is Meryl's, and her father is Ed. So Dale and Ed ended up splitting up, and Ed got together with Meryl's, and so Sherry went to live with Meryl and Ed. And we find out in the story that Meryl's wasn't as perfect as she let on, and Dale wasn't quite the villain that maybe she was thought to be. So it's a lot of stuff. I mean, the ladies end up combining and becoming a synchronized swim team to try and get some prize money to save the complex. But really, it's very little about that and a lot about the relationship between Sherry and her mothers, and then eventually her daughter Laura comes, and so it's about her and her grandmothers. And did I like it? So it was fine. I wasn't it wasn't my favorite. I thought the story was kind of interesting, but there was so much to it, and it was so much about everything that had happened in the past and all of the ways that things could have been different and maybe should have been different. And um, although the people at the seniors complex were fun and interesting, I didn't think it had the humor to it that I would have liked to have seen, and I felt like a lot of them were just kind of almost throwaway characters. So I would give it a 3 out of 5. So wasn't my like I said wasn't my favorite. So the next one was Bloodshed on the Boards, and this one is a Morwena Mutton mystery. Can't really say that one too fast. And it was I did it through audiobook. So it was the second in the Morena Mutton mystery series, and it was I was really looking forward to it. I really enjoyed the first one, and this one it was quite good, kind of good. I'm. It was about Morwena is there's a theater in her town in Seal Bay, and they're putting on a performance. And someone that her mother used to date is part of the theater group. So he comes to see her mother, and they kind of reconnect in things. But then he ends up dead, and so they're trying to figure out who it was that killed him. Was it, part of this theater group? Was it someone else? And so they're investigating that. So I still like all the characters that are in Seal Bay. I like Morwena. I like her mother, her daughter, her granddaughter, her ex-husband. Like they're all really fun characters. And I like that whole area. So the what really kind of um, spoiled it for me was the fact that it was an audiobook and I didn't like the person doing the audio. So that's the problem. It's like the story itself was interesting, but I couldn't get past this person. And just I think it was her mother's voice that bothered me the most because they were trying to make her sound old, which I get, but it was really hard to understand her because first you have the age part of the voice, and then you've got the fact that I think they're from, I don't know, Ireland or someplace, and so you've got the accent as well, and I really found it was hard to follow because of that. So that's another one, unfortunately, that I would give 3 out of 5. So what can you do, right? I mean, sometimes it's great and sometimes it isn't. And you may very well like the Marina Mutton mystery if you read it, or if maybe the voice wouldn't bother you. So if you listen to it on Audible or on any kind of audio thing, and you find you really like the voice, I'd love to know. And as for the other one, as for the Sirens of Soleil City. Again, you may love that sort of story, and it's a senior, a lot of seniors. If you like, reading about seniors and kind of what their lives are like and what they get up to, you may really enjoy that one as well. So, just my personal opinion, but neither one was really for me this time. And I do have a Universal Yums box that just arrived yesterday that I'm dying to share with you. But I can't eat anything out of it until after this procedure, and then once I'm back on a regular diet, then we'll do that one as well. In the meantime, I have started a couple of my cozy pet mysteries, and I'm just enjoying those and something different. So can't wait to talk to you about those later on. And for all my American friends, happy 4th of July. Hope you have a great day and that you have some sunshine where you are and really get to enjoy it. All right. Have a great day, friends. Bye bye.